Welcome to Sports Zone 247, your ultimate source for all things football. Stay up to date with the latest football news. Match highlights, transfer rumors, player updates, and in-depth analysis from top leagues around the world. Our first news is Liverpool's Alexander Isak saga continues to drag on, with Newcastle still not willing to sell as Manchester United eye Carlos Baleba and Gianluigi Donnarumma considers a Premier League move. Liverpool are hoping to land more signings, but not that of Alexander Isak, as they close in on the capture of Giovanni Leoni from Parma whilst they continue to be in talks with Crystal Palace for Mark Guéhi. The England centre-half is out of contract next summer, and the Eagles have confessed they will sell up rather than lose him for nothing in 12 months' time. For the Reds, though, they're still looking to land Isak from Newcastle as the forward pushes for the exit door. PSG won the European Super Cup minus Gianluigi Donnarumma on Wednesday night, with the goalkeeper set for the exit door. Manchester City are pushing to land the Italian despite neighbours Manchester United also having an interest. The Red Devils are also keen on Brighton's Carlos Baleba, but there is an acceptance that any deal may be beyond them. Arsenal meanwhile continue to track Eberechi, but could be part of a North London battle, with Tottenham also keen. Man United remain determined to land Carlos Baleba from Brighton in this transfer window, but have drawn up a list of alternatives if a move can't be struck. The Independent claim they are also keen on Crystal Palace star Adam Wharton. Morten Jolmand, who captained Ruben Amorim's Sporting Lisbon side, is also being considered. Gianluigi Donnarumma is set to join Man City after he was told he could leave PSG. Pep Guardiola and co seem to have won the race, and his move to the Etihad will likely trigger a domino effect in the goalkeeper market, with Ederson now expected to join Galatasaray. Man United were also keen on, but their neighbours have been quick to act. Liverpool, on the verge of signing Leoni. Mirror Football reported on Tuesday that the Reds wanted to sign Leoni and Crystal Palace captain Mark Guéhi. And they have raced through negotiations and will sign the Italian for a fee in the region of £30 million. The 18-year-old centre-back is under contract with Parma until June 2029 but is keen to move to Anfield. Gianluigi Donnarumma is set for the PSG exit door, and Man City have come forward as a likely suitor as the Italian situation in Paris looks to be irretrievable. City have wasted no time in seizing on the situation. They have reached an agreement in principle with Donnarumma regarding personal terms, according to L'Equipe. Donnarumma's agent Enzo Raiola, who has been left fuming by the situation, admits England is a serious option. He said, "We will consider solutions now, maybe in Premier League there will be clubs able to pay what's needed." Our second news is Man United told to take immediate action after Man City deal to guarantee top 5 finish. Manchester United have been told that signing Emiliano Martinez from Aston Villa would be enough to secure a top 5 finish and a spot in the Champions League. Manchester United have been advised that they can secure a top 5 finish by making one more crucial signing, Aston Villa goalkeeper Emiliano Martinez. Ruben Amorim has been hard at work reshaping his squad this summer following a lackluster first season in the Premier League. United's attacking prowess has been significantly enhanced with the signings of Matheus Cunha, Bryan Mbeumo and Benjamin Sesko. Brighton star Carlos Baleba is also on United's radar as they aim to bolster their midfield options. However, Amorim still faces a conundrum in goal as he seeks to provide competition for current number 1 keeper Andre Onana. The Cameroonian sat out United's pre-season due to a hamstring injury and was guilty of several high-profile blunders last term. Paris Saint-Germain's Gianluigi Donnarumma has been touted as a potential addition at Old Trafford. However, French newspaper L'Equipe reports that an agreement has already been reached between him and local rivals Manchester City, with Pep Guardiola seemingly set to thwart any move to United, despite having already brought back James Trafford from Burnley this summer. Ex-United and Wrexham shot-stopper Ben Foster has now urged his former club to refocus their attention on signing Villa's Martinez. A loan switch for the Argentinian was mentioned earlier in the transfer window, and was reportedly turned down by Villa. Foster reckons he could be the crucial component to help United secure a top 5 finish this season, which would now guarantee them Champions League football for the subsequent campaign. Speaking on his Fozcast podcast, he said, "United have got a better chance of doing it this year. I've loved United's transfer window. I think it's taken them and changed them from having another mid-table disappointment of a season to genuinely looking like competing alongside Newcastle and Villa. I think that if United get off to a good start, they can finish 5th this season. If they get another goalkeeper in, and if Emi Martinez has signed for Man United, they finish 5th this season." Martinez sparked concerns amongst Villa supporters that he was poised to depart the club after what seemed to be an emotional farewell at the conclusion of last season. As he left the pitch following the final home match of the campaign, he tearfully gestured to the fans before heading off the pitch. Villa are believed to have informed United that it would require an exceptional bid of around £40 million to part with their first-choice keeper. Last month, The Athletic reported that the club would not be pursuing Martinez further due to the asking price and substantial wage demands. Our last news is Liverpool's plan for Giovanni Leoni as Reds to beat two Premier League rivals to Teen Star. Liverpool are set to secure another transfer in the coming days as they near a full agreement for Parma's teenage star Giovanni Leoni to add to Arne Slot's first-team squad. Liverpool are set to land Parma defender Giovanni Leoni for an initial £26 million. The Reds are closing in on a full agreement with the Serie A side for the centre-back. Leoni, 18, is ready to jet to England to complete a medical once the final terms are agreed in the next 24 hours. Liverpool have beaten Inter Milan and AC Milan to his signature, while Manchester United and Newcastle were also keen. Parma were keen for the player to spend this season on loan with them, but the Reds are ready to put him into their first-team squad. Leoni will be part of the squad alongside Virgil van Dijk, Ibrahima Konate and Joe Gomez, who has returned to training this week. Liverpool are also trying to sign Crystal Palace defender Mark Guéhi and are continuing talks with their Premier League counterparts for a deal of around £35 million. Leoni replaces Jarell Quansah, who was sold to Bayer Leverkusen for £30 million earlier in the window. Leoni broke into Parma's starting lineup in the second half of last season and made 17 appearances. He can play in the middle of a back three or on the right side of a two. Liverpool sporting director Richard Hughes remains in talks with Parma chief executive, Federico Cherubini, but the main parts of the deal are agreed. Liverpool missed out on young centre-backs in the last couple of windows after failed attempts to land Levi Colwill, Lenny Yoro and Dean Huijsen. Colwill stayed with Chelsea while Yoro preferred Manchester United when he left Lille, and Huijsen picked Real Madrid this summer. The deal does not make any difference to Liverpool's pursuit of Guéhi, with talks to continue through this week. Guéhi, 25, has just 1 year left on his contract at Selhurst Park and wants to make the move to Anfield. Liverpool want to do a deal this summer but could take him for free in 12 months. Palace chairman Steve Parish does not want to let Guéhi go for free but also wants over £40 million for him, with negotiations to continue. Palace turned down a £70 million bid from Newcastle in January and went on to win the FA Cup. They have been demoted to the Conference League, but they are still set for a big season and would want to replace Guéhi if he departs, so want to command as high a fee as possible. If you love football transfer updates, league news, and all things soccer, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Let's stay connected and keep up with the latest